Oh my god, it's that time of the year, new season. I'm gonna do a rundown on all the mainly tank items for the new season. And I will show you guys what the new build, maybe, I don't know, I tried it out in PBE and I think I have a good idea of what the Ornn build is probably gonna be. Honestly, it looks pretty good for Ornn and just the game overall, because there seems to be a lot of variability for tanks and for pretty much every champ in the game. Most big thing is they removed mythics. Ornn passive still functions the same, so like you still get one upgrade per champ and for yourself. They didn't bring back 2 item upgrades. You have more build variability now, so I mean you still are gonna have to build like an Ornn upgradable item second, like same as last season where we had a mythic, but you still have a little more wiggle room. The first big change is that they removed the Radiant and Gargoyle, so those are gone. So you can't build those anymore, which sucks, but you can now stack your items together like Yaksha and Heartsteel, which honestly makes for Ornn to be more like solo carry material. So they changed the Yaksha, they removed the Drain, and they increased the armor and bonus MR that you get in combat, and it only takes 5 seconds now instead of 8, which is huge. And the upgrade when you get Yaksha gets you 10 bonus armor, 10 bonus MR, and 250 health. That's like really huge. So your build is gonna look like 2700 gold worth of items, because Yaksha is 3200 gold. So like you're gonna build like a Sunfire, or you're gonna be building, if you're fighting an AEP champion, they made MR Sunfire. So how this item works, Hollow Radiance, it builds through Bammy and Spectre's Cowl, is instead of focusing more on like 1v1ing and, you know, ramping up damage, this thing actually gives you wave clear, which is you basically have Tristana on your when you kill a minion and it will explode. So like if you hit a whole lot of minions at the same time, it will do that purple explosion thing, and it gives 600 health and 40 MR, which is a fucking gigantic load of stats. So I think this item will probably be really good. The only problem is if you go this item, you don't have a lot of MR in your build path, but you know, Yaksha got his build path changed, so you can just do this. You can just build a Negatron cloak, and this is so disgusting. You get like 90 MR, 600 HP, and HP regen. Yeah. So you don't have to go abyssal anymore into magic damage champs. You actually have a full item that you can go. As for Ornn upgrades, you now have 5 options to upgrade. It's Yaksha, again, 10 armor, 10 MR. And then it's Heartsteel. Heartsteel is the same. You don't want the Heartsteel upgraded. Heartsteel as an upgrade is probably not worth it, because it's like 250 health. Like you get 250 health with this. Heartsteel though, you can build it third. And I think it's really good if you build it third, because Heartsteel actually scales really well. And once you get a couple of levels, your procs will actually catch up anyway. So you don't have to like start the stacking at one item, you know? So your build path is probably gonna look like Hollow Radiance, Yaksha, and then like you get this new item as well, which is probably the best MR item in the game right now, because it's a 700 HP magic damage shield. And it's for 2900 gold, so it gives you 400 MR, 400 health, 80 MR, HP regen, and it has an insane build path. And look at this. Like, Riot, what the fuck? They added a new item upgrade, so this is Unending Despair. So what they did is they split Yaksha into 2 items. So this is for Armor MR, and this is the Drain item. And this also gets an upgrade, so it turns from Unending Despair, it turns to Hope Adrift. So it gets 600 HP, 70 armor. So it gets 15 armor more, and it gets 200 HP. And some ability haste, but I don't think it compares to Yaksha, because it doesn't give that much more armor, and it's just like it's a lot cheaper, 400 gold cheaper. So you can build like an extra cloth armor with this instead of going for Yaksha. So this could be good in, like, I'm not gonna say it's bad right off the start, but this can be good into like tank, like full AD comps. But like in those comps, I feel like you're gonna win anyway, just because they're full AD. So like you're not gonna need to itemize that perfectly to win against full AD comps as Ornn. Sunfire got nerfed. They got 50 HP removed from it. The gold cost stays the same. They also nerfed Randuin's by 5 armor, and I think they nerfed its HP a little bit. The passive is still the same. So a lot of items got changed. Mostly it was gold costs. Frozen Heart, they lowered the gold cost by a lot. And they lowered its armor by a lot, but the passive stays the same, which is honestly really broken. So if you need Frozen Heart, you'll get it really fast, and you always wanted just a passive. Anyway, you didn't care about the armor that much, you just wanted the attack speed reduction. I feel like out of all these tank items, I feel like the most broken ones right now is this Kainic Rukern, which is, again, a shitload of health. It's, Yaksho gives you like a lot of resist now. And the upgrade for Ornn is really good with it. Heartsteel you can go with, and it'll help you solo carry a little more. You have more options into AP champions, especially melee AP champs, so you don't have to go like Bammy Abyssal or like just straight up Abyssal. You have a lot more options. But I think the overall build for Ornn now is probably just gonna be like, you go one of these two items, so either Sunfire Aegis or Hollow Radiance. Or you can go, like, if you need Bramble, you can go, like, Bammy, Bramble, Chain Vest, and then you can build the Aksha. While still holding on to the Chain Vest for Sunfire, obviously. So you basically end up with 2 Chain Vests. So your build would look a little scuffed. Since the Aksha is so expensive, you can't afford to spend more than 2,700 gold. Because I feel like you'll get it too late then for your upgrade. And it'll be, like, unless you get, like, a lot of gold. But in most games, you'll get, like, a normal amount of gold. So, like, I won't go anything above like 3k before you get your mythic. And then you get Yaksha, then you get like, you can get like a Wardens or a Bramble into like Heartsteel, and you can get like Kainic Rukern after. Because like this build, once you're like full build, you end up having 320 HP, 221 MR, stacking HP with Heartsteel, fucking like you end up having so much effects that just stack on each other. Because the more you stack your Heartsteel, the bigger shield you're gonna have from the magic resist here, and you'll just be tankier overall. The more efficient your armor is gonna be, because you're gonna, like, it's so fucking insane. It's a little expensive though when you go Heartsteel. So this may not be a build that you go on all the time, but it really helps killing people. There are also a lot of new item upgrades, other than, you know, the tank ones, which I'll go down. Also, Locket is still upgradable, but you're probably not gonna build it. If the meta goes back into like a Radiant peeling sort of meta, then, you know, obviously the build might change, but this is just what I'm speculating now, which is probably just gonna be Yaksha as your core with a Sunfire item, like 3,000 gold worth of items before you get this. As for mage item upgrades, now you have probably the biggest and most overpowered upgrade is probably gonna be Rabadon's. It gives 200 AP. Yeah, this is broken. If you have like a Veigar on your team, yeah, they're being one shot. Like there's no way they're living. And then it's Riftmaker, so it goes from 80 ability power, 350 health, 15 ability haste to... okay, this upgrade doesn't seem like super great. They removed most ability haste from items, so now I guess having ability haste is a little bit higher value, but it seems like an okay upgrade. It just gives Omnivamp. Like if you just want to make one of your mages Thanos, you just give them the upgrade. And Nashers and Liandry are also upgradable. Liandry goes from 90 AP, 300 health to 250 health more and 20 AP more. That's also a really good upgrade. Nashor's Tooth now gets an upgrade as well. So it goes from Nashor's Tooth to the Baron's Gift. So it gives 30 AP more and 10% more attack speed and 5 ability haste more. Next up is this Luden's Companion. So this Luden's it's just Luden's Echo. Wait, they removed Luden's Echo and just added... Okay, so it goes from 90 ability power, 600 mana, 20 ability haste to 115 ability power, 950 mana. Okay, that is a lot of mana. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of AP too. Okay, I feel like most of these upgrades are kind of good. Except for the Riftmaker. The Riftmaker one I didn't like. Like, what makes an Ornn upgrade good is what stats it gives. Like, what you want to give is just straight up AP. So I think out of all the mage ones, I think honestly Rabadons and Liandry and probably these two are probably the best. Oh wait, this item gets upgraded too, I think. Yeah, Malignance gets upgraded from 80 ability power, 600 mana to 110 ability power, 800 mana. There are a lot of upgrades. I think Rod of Ages gets an upgrade too. Yeah, Infinite Convergence, Excellent Protobelt. Yeah, so literally most of these items here are upgradable. So like you're always gonna have an option to upgrade. I'm gonna buy 2 items that are upgradable. So like I'm gonna buy like Heartsteel and Yaksha. If I go to level 13 now, the item that's gonna get upgraded is gonna be the one in the first slot. So like both of these items are upgradable. I get level 13 and the Heartsteel gets upgraded. So that's how it works. So you're gonna have to type to people, you know, put the upgrade in first slot so I can give it to you. So that was all the mage upgrades. Now for the support ones. Wait, so this gives only 20 AP and this gives you like 30. Gives you less health though and more ability haste. Okay, so moons out of the mage items. So Shurelia's Blessing, 70 ability power, 55. Yeah, I think Moonstone's probably the best one here. We also added some new items, Dawncore. This upgrades from Dawncore to Daybreak. Gain 3 heal, shield power, and 5 ability power per mana regen. Gain 18 summoner spell haste. 60 ability power, 25 ability haste. Okay, that's pretty cool. I think Bruisers as well get an insane upgrade. LxVer gets upgraded. Imagine an Aatrox with this. Oh my fucking god. 65 attack damage, 600 HP, 20 ability haste. They also removed Divine Sunderer, so tanks are gonna be in a really good spot. They replaced Divine Sunderer with this, so instead of having Armor Pen, it's just gonna heal you straight up. This one also gets upgraded, so it goes from 55 AD, 300 health, 15 ability haste to 65 AD. So most bruiser items get more health than they get attack damage, and they get ability haste. Triforce always gets upgraded. Yeah, it goes from Triforce to Infinity Horse. Infinity Force. I said horse? What? Horse? Oh, Experimental Hexblade. This is one of the new items they added, so this it just makes your ult like, you know, Thanos mode. It's like all the Shojin. You press ult, you gain like ability, you gain movement speed, attack speed, your ult is lower cooldown. It goes from Experimental Hexblade to fucking Turbo. I feel like on like Renekton or like Jax maybe they'll go this. Anyone that just relies on their ult a lot. I think that's probably all from the Bruiser other than Eclipse. Yeah, like Eclipse now just gives attack damage and ability haste. Also Iceborne Gauntlet upgrade. Iceborne is probably just gonna be like another Cassandra or Poppy. I don't think Ornn's ever gonna build this because like Ornn wants armor and Damar. It kind of sucks they removed Gargoyle because they removed Aegis along with it. So, like, if you go to tank items, like, the only armor and Damar item is literally Yaksha and Locket, and that's it. Which kind of sucks, but whatever. I guess you can just build more health now instead of just stacking armor and more on armor and more. I'm kind of sad that we lost those items. I feel like Radiant, they had a good idea to remove it, but Gargoyle should not have been removed, man. Like, I feel like I've lost a child, man. I feel like I've literally lost my baby. They killed her. So this is Opportunity. I think this one's an item upgrade. Yeah, it goes from Opportunity to Certainty. So it gives, wow, they really nerfed lethality items. Oh my god. It only gives 5 lethality. Yeah, Yomos goes from 6, yeah, Yomos has more lethality, so it gets 8 more instead of 5. I guess it's because this one gave movement speed. Okay, I have no idea how this item works, but the name is cool. So it's Hubrix and it goes Ataraxia. Ataraxia? I don't even know. Okay, I can't read this. Okay, so I think from these upgrades, probably Yomo's probably gonna be the best, honestly. They returned the Tiamat, so you can actually activate this. So that's pretty dope. So Marksman's IE gives you, I'm assuming IE gets upgraded. Yeah, just 30 AD. What? Okay, that's broken. Yeah, just Edge of Finality, man. Navori still gets upgraded. Is this still Flicker? They killed Flicker! No! Okay, well that's L from Riot. Yeah, Kraken goes to Wormfall and Sacrifice. Like Gwinsu, Seething Sorrow, yeah, these are all from the old season. So they have to build either Kraken or Infinity Edge or Gwinsuit for me to upgrade them. I mean, okay, that's It's kind of disappointing. Yeah, I think AD carries actually got the worst end for Ornn upgrades. You can't really upgrade any of them. So, from what I'm seeing is mages and honestly bruisers won a lot from this patch. And I feel like tanks won a lot too. They changed a lot of tank items. So again, you're probably gonna profit more from just Yaksha than like Unending Despair. Like this item, it's cool, but like I don't feel like you want to wait 7 seconds in combat. I feel like having 5 seconds and this effect being active all the time rather than this procking every 7. Like this, to be better than Yaksha, needs to be like every 4 seconds you get a heal. Just like if it stays like this, I don't think anyone is gonna pick it now. I don't want to jinx myself, but like I don't really like this item. Like the build path is like meh. Like you build a glowing moat and like Kindle Gem, and it's like it's okay, but like it's not anything mind-blowing, you know. Obviously you're still gonna build boots after your Yaksha, so either plated or merc treads, you know, doesn't matter. This is what your build path is probably gonna be. So boop 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 boop, full build, you murder everyone, you bonk everyone. So that's my rundown on the most tank items and just overall items new season. It looks really good. I'm excited to play because I'm kind of bored of this season. I'm tired of spamming Radiant just to be a cuck for my team at this point. I kind of want to just kill people. In-game, of course. That's it for the new season. Things look good. Ornn, I don't think will suffer because his kit is fucking disgusting. So, I'll see you guys in the new season. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
You like that? I do.